To draw the ring flip of a chair structure, what you do first is you want to number the ring. And it doesn't matter where you start, and it doesn't matter which direction you go, but whatever you do the very first step, you need to keep consistent and follow that for both structures that you draw. So in this case, my preference is to put number 1 on the top carbon and keep going clockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I'll do for all the molecules, I'll put this carbon on the top on the right side. So the first molecule, the first chair that I'll draw will be this. And this will be the carbon number 1. So notice, because I went clockwise, I want to do the same thing here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The next thing to pay attention is the stereochemistry. So in this case, the ethyl group is pointing towards us, it's a wedge. And so anything is a wedge, we're going to say that this is pointing up. Right? So we'll put up here. Even though it doesn't matter because it depends on the direction where you're looking at. So if I'm looking on the other side, I'm going to say that this is pointing down. Again, this is relative, but whatever we decide, we need to keep consistent. So ethyl is at carbon number 2 and it's pointing up, and I'm going to put it up here, and it's going to be equatorial. So there are only two positions here, either pointing up as equatorial or pointing down as axial. Because here it's up, I'm going to keep it up as well to keep it consistent. And it turns out that it's going to be at the equatorial position in this case. Then we put the equilibrium. So these are two conformations, conformational isomers, and we draw the second conformation of the chair. So here we're going to have number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the ethyl is at position number 2 pointing up, so it has to point up, and in this case it turns out that it's going to be axial and pointing up. You want to put some sort of imaginary frame around the chair and follow the carbons that are on the side. So this is carbon number 1 on the right side, and here if we put the frame, carbon number 1 will be on the right side, and here carbon number 4 on the left side. Here as well, carbon number 4 goes on the left side as well. Let's do the other molecules. So we're going to number them. We'll start from here again, 1, 2, 3. Number all the carbons. Draw the first chair. Number the ring again, going clockwise, 5 and 6. I have a metal at carbon number 1 pointing up, so I'm going to put it up. I have a metal at carbon number 3 pointing down, and I have to put it equatorial pointing down and in this direction. You need to know the positions of the chair, you need to know the equatorial and axial, otherwise you won't be able to do this. So then putting the equilibrium, again number 1 is going to stay on the right side, and this will be the second chair conformation. And here the metal is going to go up, and here on number 3 metal is going down, and in this case it's going to be axial. So pay attention on the ring flip, every axial is switching to equatorial and every equatorial is switching to axial. Right, and this will be the numbers, so carbon number 1, 5 and 6.